Welcome to the Full Moon Meditation with Spirit Fire and myself, Donna Mitchell-Moniak, and yourself. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you to everyone who will do this by podcast during the full moon cycle, which is a 5-day cycle. So there's 2 days on the front end, 1 day on the day of the full moon, and 2 days on the back end. So lots of time to join in any of the world service meditations for the full moon offered by a wide variety of groups, both in person and online. So thank you from all of us to all of the world. Our full moon finds itself in either Virgo, if you are following a tropical calendar, which I think many people in the West are used to, such that we would say that by the end of August we are in Virgo. Yet if we look at this screenshot of the astronomy, we see, point of fact, that the Sun is in the sign of Leo in the Lion, conjunct Jupiter, and that the moon is in Aquarius in the water bearer. So what this offers to us is, first, possibly a conundrum. Do we align with Leo and Aquarius, or do we align with Virgo Pisces? I can't make that decision for anybody other than myself, but I do think that it's important to be informed because, of course, there's an awful lot of people, maybe a majority, I don't know, who follow the astronomy of the astrology and not an adjusted tropical system. So again, that's something that each person can investigate and choose what you will. However, I think that what's important for us is simply the factor of alignment. Our purpose to align with the full moon is the energies overall of the Sun and the Moon, and humanity, the meditator, being a point of receptivity for the cosmic energies which the Sun is receiving as it transits not only through the zodiac, and of course the zodiac is itself massive constellations very far spread throughout cosmos, that from our point of view on the earth look in the shapes and forms that we creatively, through our imagination, say that they are in the shape of. But many of these constellations are, of course, not even in close proximity to one another. There might be a star that is close in the front, and then another point in the constellation is a nebula that is thousands of light years away from that one brighter star, etc. So equally so then, when we think of alignment, we are thinking about how to just hold ourselves in receptivity, in clear mind, clear heart, such that we become an instrument of receptivity here on our earth. And then within the earth, we then are able to be transmitting points through being as empty of ourselves as possible to just simply allow these energies through us. So in this regard, then, it's actually an interesting factor to consider that from an astronomy point of view, there is one set of constellations that we would align to, and from a tropical astrology point of view, kind of a Western current form of astrology, there would be another set of qualities that we would align with. Nonetheless, the energies that are pouring into the earth and that are available for us to align with are simply energies. They are, of course, energies of light, of goodness, of wholeness, of powerful direction. They are energies that want to effect a clarity of mind, move humanity forward, and do so as a whole, together into more wholeness. So ultimately, if that's all that we align with, is simply a clarity of our own mind, knowing that that will allow for a greater transmitting and a greater receptivity, then we are doing a very good service. I also want to bring forward that these cosmic energies seen from Earth are intriguing, in that there are many people on the Earth, especially the traditional ways of living all around the Earth, that can read the heavens and read their earthly environment with great accuracy. And I would offer to everyone a wonderful series that I'm watching right now from the BBC, and maybe you've already seen it. It is The Human Planet, wherein the environments of the jungle or the desert or the Arctic, etc., are focused upon one at a time. And the people who are living in the extremes of these environments are again in deep alignment with both their natural world and their own natural cycles, as well as to the heavens. And here too becomes an expansion of our idea of alignment. What are the ways in which you, as an individual, as a person who takes meditation to heart, takes the spiritual path to heart, and realizes oneself as implicit to the well-being of the whole of the earth, how are you aligning to your environment? How are you adjusting yourself to your environment? What cues are you taking from the environment or from the sky? As we look at an image such as this, and we see an image of the earth in the bottom right, yet it is in alignment to great stellar forces and great cosmic forces. So if we were aligning to the idea of Leo Aquarius, then we would be focusing on the heart very much so, and how the integrity and authenticity of an individual will be very important to move humanity forward. That in fact, our broad shoulders, which is a Leo trait, our broad shoulders actually are very important to help carry the weight of humanity forward. To Virgo, the birth point of the Christed consciousness of the Buddha nature made pure through the rendering of the material aspect of an incarnated self to a greater functionality through, again, meditation, clarification of one's purpose, clarification of one's life. Then, regardless of which one we choose to align with, they are still these cosmic orientations that seek to employ the human being who has him and herself aligned to our physical environment, our physical plane life, and kept our eyes on the skies and our heart and mind clear, such that we become the awakening of the world. Each of us aligned, anchored in the earth. We are this awakening of the world. And so with this, we meditate. We take a long, slow, deep breath. We feel ourselves full of light, full of integrity. As we close our eyes and smile, take a long, slow, deep breath. Feel yourself sitting up well. Chakras are lighting. But feel yourself as part of the earth, on the earth. Rainforest, it is Pachamama. She is our mother. And so, in full integrity with the earth, we breathe and we settle, breathing in and breathing out.